And on to the future election. So most political pundits say there's going to be a red tide that sweeps across the country in 2022. The House could swing by as much as 40 seats. And honestly, if Republicans don't take back the House and the Senate again, you're killing me, Petey. But that should happen. But what about here in Florida? Well, I love this. This is great. On the verge of being unstoppable, Democratic Governors Association abandons Florida 2022 to DeSantis, report says. Yes, keep your money and your politics out of Florida. Say Florida GOP Governor Ron DeSantis, who won a razor-thin 40,000 vote victory against Democrat Andrew Gillum in 2018, has now become such a formidable political leader that the Democratic Governors Association will not give any significant financial aid to any Democrat opposing his re-election in 2022, according to the report in Politico. We did it. We did it. He's such a popular leader, they're not even going to try. I love this. Oh, this is great. This is the momentum. This is why I say we have the momentum. We cannot fumble the football. Actually, kind of an embarrassing story here. Like I said earlier, I actually did not vote for DeSantis in the 2018 election. I was in day 2 of basic training, like I said, and like an idiot, I didn't fill out an absentee ballot. Definitely not making that mistake again. But it did lead to a pretty great story about when Jill Sartin told us who won. She had a lazy eye, and so me and my friend didn't know who she was talking to when she came over. It was really funny. You had to be there, though. Let's see. The Democratic Governor Association has no plans to give significant financial help to Florida Democrats as they seek to unseat Governor Ron DeSantis in 2022, a major setback that will make it harder for challengers to take on the popular Republican. Okay, cool. The DGA, which spent more than $15 million in Florida over the past 2 gubernatorial election cycles, is starting to deprioritize the state and is expected to have a much smaller footprint during the midterms, said 2 Florida Democratic consultants who have been in contact with the DGA. Yeah, well, I mean, Ron DeSantis 2024, he just keeps winning. He keeps winning. After noting the 2 recent close races for governor of Florida, the 2014 election where the GOP's Rick Scott defeated Democrat Charlie Crist by 1 point, and DeSantis' narrow victory in 2018, Politico stated, though those races were close, there has long been a sinking feeling among Florida Democrats that DeSantis is on the verge of being unstoppable. I'm okay with that. Carry that momentum forward. Go, my friend. No, not my friend, but go, my state commander-in-chief. There we go. Yes. On to victory. Ed Morrissey of Hot Air commented, by abandoning Florida now, the DGA and Democratic Party establishment is all but conceding the race to DeSantis, and in doing that, emphasis in the article, they're making DeSantis all the more formidable as a potential presidential general election. Yes! This is a very, very big concession by the DGA and Democrats, especially if DeSantis wins the GOP nomination in 2024, which makes this a little bit more likely to. So, he comes out with a huge lead in Florida next year. Like, he just keep the momentum going. This is DeSantis' own words, and this is, again, one of the reasons why I definitely want him to win. I think people are rebelling against what the Democratic Party stands for nowadays. The never-ending mandates and restrictions because of COVID, using our school system for leftist indoctrination rather than high-quality education, and then the Biden regime failures from Afghanistan to the southern border, gas prices, inflation, supply chain, and I do think this wave is building. I think it was strong last night, but I think it's going to keep building all the way into 2022. If you go back to the 2010 wave that Republicans had, I think there's more dissatisfaction with what's going on in D.C. today than there was at the time of that election cycle. And that is good news for Republicans, and that is bad news for Joe Biden and his regime. Again, this is why, because he hits, and this is the GOP winning strategy right here. We win the issues. We really do. With parents, like I said at the big top of the show, we win the issues. And I really don't think there's denying that. Parents are with us on the issues. These past elections go to prove that. It's stuff that's affecting the everyday family. Maybe not Afghanistan, although I think there's a lot of people that hear stories that are coming out of Afghanistan, and it's terrible. Also, the fact that we left all of those people over there. See, gas prices, inflation, supply chain issues. Every single one of those is going to affect Americans, especially going into the fourth quarter, which is Christmas. So yeah, he's hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's the good thing about this election and the one coming up is that the issues are not hard to find. They are right there. People can see. I can see them. People can see them, and it's affecting them. Republican lobbyist Nick LaRossi said, this guy is running like he's 10 points behind. He's not going to let off the gas. You shouldn't. You see in sports, you see in war, once you are on the offensive, once you have the initiative, you do not let off the gas. You do not give up. And he's doing good. So DeSantis 2024, I really hope he doesn't do something between now and then to make me regret saying it all these times. But he is a politician, so, take it with a grain of sand.